Kyle Jellings here. I have DaAnne Smith from Single Mothers Outreach. She's the executive director over there. And a special thing you guys have going on, the single parent empowerment.
Nope.
Happening. Empowering Hearts.
Empowering
I just said that totally wrong. And Empowering Hearts is happening. And this is this an all year long thing? What is Empowering Hearts?
Okay, that's a great question. Empowering Hearts is our way to honor the women in our community who have done exceptional things. They have inspiring stories. And we honor them. And then it's also an art contest for the artists in our community who create original works of art based on her story. And every year we choose a theme. We find women who embody that theme. And then the committee selects the women from the pool of nominations. So we like to say that Empowering Hearts is celebrating women, women, arts, and community. So
Fantastic.
The women to honor art that showcases some of the local talent and community, because it's all about community. The community nominates.
Okay, so the community's totally involved in this.
Totally involved.
Okay, so there's different themes for each year, right?
Absolutely.
And what have been some of the past themes? And how long has this been? How long have you guys been doing this?
We've been doing this. Will be our 6th year.
Okay, great.
And we have. Past themes are iconic. We were looking for iconic women in our community, building bridges. We also honored women last year who. Oh my goodness! I'm having a senior moment. I am forgetting our themes. That's hilarious.
We can go to singlemothersoutreach.org, by the way, for more information on Single Mothers Outreach. And Single Mother Outreach, for those who don't know what Single Mothers Outreach does, they empower single parents and their children by providing hope, support, and resources so that families can become more self-sustaining and thrive. And one of the things that they do to honor those who have been involved in this is the Empowering Hearts program that they've done for 6 years.
Absolutely. And part of the reason why we do this, too, is single parents, more than any other population, and single moms in particular, need inspiration. It's a really tough job when you are parenting alone. And so
it's hard enough. I have 2 kids. It's hard enough with the both of us.
Absolutely, which is how I got involved in this in the first place.
Yeah.
It really made me aware how incredibly difficult it is to parent to begin with, and then when you're doing it all by yourself, you need help. And so we are constantly looking for women who've been there, done that, got the T-shirt, so to speak, and are thriving. And so how can we use that person's story to inspire the woman who's in the trenches right now and doesn't see the light at the end of the tunnel?
How often do you choose an honoree?
We do this every year.
Okay.
This year's theme is perseverance, and we selected 6 women from our community who persevered and triumphed. And so that is our theme this year. Now Martin has just stepped in, our board chair. And
I'm going to fix the camera. So you guys keep talking. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. All right. So we just we have 6 phenomenal women, and honestly, the first time in our history since we've been offering and doing this event, all 6 women either are or were single parents, and their single parent story is a big part of their story. So I'm very excited because it just is so mission focused this year, more so than any other year.
And Martin, how did you get involved in this?
Well, I've been involved with the Single Mothers Outreach going on, is it 5 years now or something? I've lost track.
He sprinted into the studio. So
yeah,
that's why.
yeah. But no, I got involved just helping the board initially on a committee when they were trying to find a new office space, and just through a mutual friend, I got introduced to the organization and pretty much fell in love with it because I understood the mission. My grandmother grew up as a single mom just because she was widowed at a very early age. And I saw how she dealt with my uncle and with my mom, and just kind of connected. And then I just saw really the mission and the purpose of what this organization was doing throughout the community, and started helping, and just haven't left since, and we'll continue to be there.
Actually, his We honored his grandmother.
Oh,
at the
fantastic.
second
It
year.
was Breaking Barriers was
Breaking
the
Barriers.
theme that
Thank
year.
you for helping me because I could not remember that theme.
Yes, we had Iconic last year. It was Breaking Barriers before that, and I can't remember
No,
the previous.
I can't remember what last year's was. Is what
last year's was Iconic, wasn't it?
Nope, the
was
year
that-
before that.
Oh wow! So okay, it'll come to our failing minds here.
Yeah. So anyway, his grandmother had a phenomenal story. Widowed. And then 6 months later, Fidel Castro took over Cuba, and she actually helped smuggle,
wow.
get her children out of.
Well, she had to send my uncle at 7 years of age to the U.S. without her
Oh, my
family or anything,
gosh.
to somebody whom she didn't know. Basically, had to orphan him intentionally. Eventually, they did reunite when she finally got out, but through the
like 10 years.
process, was able to also help a lot of other women, facilitate their move over here because they were getting visas, but the visas were being intercepted and stolen by the Cuban government. So when she got to the airport, she thought she had a visa to travel between her, my mom, and my mom's brother, her youngest son. And the authorities said, no, we'll let him travel out, but not you guys. Not thinking that she would be so bold to make a decision at the airport on the moment, right at that moment. Send him. We'll figure it out later.
What?
And she sends him to the U.S.
Amazing.
Made some phone calls, and through some other nonprofits back in the day, back in the early '60s, through the Catholic Church, was able to get him placed in with
That's
a family.
gnarly.
Moved him to Detroit, and
Yeah.
It's,
That's
it's,
crazy.
it's a crazy story. It's a longer story than I can get into
Yeah.
on the air, but it was a blessing for me to be able to share that story through Single Mothers Outreach because, again, that year it was about breaking barriers, and she broke through political barriers to get her family back reunited. I was born in this country, and she had a cool story, and that's what this event is about. It tells someone's story. It recognizes them. This year's theme is perseverance, and when you start pairing them up with the artists that tell their stories through the artwork, you really have a very touching, connecting moment because, art always pulls the heartstrings and draws out emotion, and these women's stories are just so emotional.
So we only have a couple minutes, so I want to make sure that people know how to nominate somebody, who the honorees are, how to nominate. You nominate an artist as well.
Yeah. So basically, how the honorees are selected is we put it out there into the community. So it's closed for this year. We've already selected our
okay.
6 women. But we put it out there to the community that we're looking for women that embody whatever the theme is. And then they submit that, and then the committee, which was our events committee and our board of directors, selected. There were 23 people that were involved with selecting this year's 6 honorees. The artists, we put out a call to artists who would be interested in participating in this project, and like I said earlier, it's a contest for them. We issued 2 awards: the Dottie Award, which is named after one of our major benefactors, and so that's a juried. They're CalArts. Staff that judge
Okay.
the art, and then we also have the People's Choice Award to go. Because
Fantastic.
people have their own. Art is subjective, so
it's a really unique event. It's
it's a-
really cool. If you've never been, you want to come out and check it out because it is
yeah,
very interesting.
It's really
And
fun.
when is the event? So
It's
we can
going
get
to
more
be
information.
this year on November 7th.
Okay.
It's Saturday from 5 to 7 at the Savia Community Partners. It's the first year we're actually holding the event in our own building where we provide our services to single parents. So
Cool.
we're very excited about that. I'm very excited that John Vance from Vance Wealth Group is our major sponsor, our empowerment sponsor this year. It's the second time that they've done that. So there's just this growing support for this event, and we're very excited about it.
Awesome stuff. SingleMothersOutreach.org for more information. DaAnne Smith, Martin Rodriguez, thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate
Absolutely.
Thank you.